For most of us, in some part of our lives, that we have lived a wicked lifestyle. We did things that we weren't supposed to be doing. Lived with ignorance to the point where we would just constantly do bad decisions and cause trouble and harm around us. Living a wicked lifestyle, not only it just weakens yourself as a person and it leads you to a bad path, but it just leaves you with no honor, dignity of who you are. And how when we reach those points that we need obedience, more specifically obedience towards God, that we cannot live for ourselves anymore, but live for Him. In this video, we're going to discuss the importance of having obedience and also maintain the strength and honor as a man of God, and just understand the process of growth when we trust God and have obedience towards Him. All right, point number one, it's God's command. Mainly for this, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's one of His commandments to obey Him, to have obedience towards God, but not in a demanding way, not in a way where we are forcefully worshiping Him. We have to worship God, even though He created us. He gave us life and hope, to be here on earth and always have gratitude for Him as a loving, fatherly way, in a way where He gives us many chances to look to Him. And it's unfortunate that many reject His word. It also says that for those who believe in Thee will live forever. We choose to believe in God. We choose to put faith into it. Let Him take control. He provides everything that we truly need. And in that process, you develop a respect and joy that you never experienced before. Having an overall gratitude to life and understanding that this is bigger than what we see now. It's bigger than anything that we ever wanted, everything that we chase for. God's purpose is more. In John 14:15, it says that if you love me, you'll keep my commands, that He will keep us in favor with us. When we have obedience towards God, when we put our faith into Him, there's a connection there. Develop that respect and joy towards God and what He has provided for all of us. Gives you a clear path of what we're supposed to do in this life. All right, point number two, it creates discipline. When having discipline in our lives, mainly for serving God, there's a lot of power into it. Taking care of yourself, physically, mentally, spiritually, growing with God, reading your Bible, fasting, prayer. There's discipline, but it's also with love and joy into it. We always see, all the motivational YouTubers or the influencers we usually see. Work hard each time. That discipline is part of it. But having that discipline, serving God, have that discipline for God's purpose He provided for you, will fulfill you more. How there's more purpose into it. When having that obedience towards God builds discipline as well, and understanding the true meaning of this life. How in Hebrews 12:11 says that the discipline right now might not be enjoyable at the time, but later will produce its good fruits of righteousness. How there's importance of suffering now for the future. When we work hard in things that are not really enjoyable in those moments, in the hard times, it will produce good fruits later on after you've done the hard work. There's always a saying that I always hear too, that do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Well, this is the case. This is where most influencers get this from. They learn the hard work comes from. God said it here. God said it here first. He knew all things since the beginning, and especially of being disciplined into the fulfilling things in this life. Some examples I could say is working hard at your 9 to 5, doing everything you can to provide a good time for your friends, family, or either a long, hard day of work. And at the end, you get to go home and enjoy, to spend time with your family, during a warm meal, go back home, that you can finally go back home and rest and do it again. Those moments right there. Those are the fruits, the righteous fruits of our labor. Point number three, growth in faith. When having that obedience, definitely grow in faith in the process. Staying connected, understanding His word, God revelating in you, going through the moments of growth in your life. God works with you in every moment. That spiritually, each time when you connect and get closer to Him, you're growing spiritually with Him in this journey. In every aspect in your life also. Be a calm, stoic presence around your family and loved ones. Growth with God will go everywhere in your lifetime. In Hebrews 11:6, it says that now without faith, who will be unable to reach towards God. But the ones who seek will find it. We have to have that faith. We must have that faith that He's here and He exists for us. That faith that we seek Him, that we seek towards God and believe in Him. Having no faith and just knowing that God exists wouldn't work. Saying it's impossible to reach Him, that it won't happen. Put our faith and choose to believe in Him, that He will be well pleased towards us. Number 4, closer bond with God. If you could tell from the whole theme of this video, is we have to stay close with God. We have to stay close to Him. But that obedience meaning to be close. Obey and listen, but also staying close with God will keep us from danger. Always be with Him at all times. And when those times of evil come our way, and when the devil wants to attack, tempt us with evil temptations or evil addictions that haunted you in your past, that's when we go seek. That's when we go and get close with Him to relieve us from that danger. Because going back to our temptations can be very dangerous for most of us here that do struggle. When our flesh do get weak. They also describe the devil as like a lion, patient lion waiting for his prey. Not coming to attack you at your strongest, but when you're at your weakest, waiting to break, seeing if you will fall. And look towards God in that moment. Understand to run after Him in that moment. Because as children of God, when we do obey Him, it will set us free. And especially for us men, we have a job to do. Being close with God, we can rely on Him and be a good example for our loved ones. But we need God in this process. So keep working hard. Keep striving. Guys, appreciate it so much. Follow and DM me on Instagram. Your favorite point from this video. All right, brothers and sisters, take care of yourselves.